Welcome to this live broadcast of high school athletics on the Northeast Sports Network.
Strike three called. That is the fitting end of this ball game. Otters of Otter Valley, their first baseball championship since 19. Back on the point, shot by Kuiper. Tip, they score! And Harwood wins.
We're going to the top of the mountain to look over all 12 Autosaver Group dealerships. Abel, there's Newport Chevrolet.
And Bennington Subaru.
There's Autosaver Ford in Comstock, New York.
There's Littleton Chevrolet.
There's Springfield Buick GMC's new building.
And Crosstown Motors with their new Fiat.
And Quality Mitsubishi.
Capital City Buick GMC. And Kia. And North Point in Derby, Vermont.
We're home of the big deal.
And the best prices, period.
Look, they named a house after you.
And welcome, everybody, to Bank of New Hampshire Stadium here on Jim Fitzgerald Field on the campus of Laconia High School, as this afternoon the Northeast Sports Network, Littleton Chevrolet Buick, and Crosstown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram presents to you NHIAA Division IV Girls Soccer Action semifinal round between the number 6-seeded Colebrook Academy Mohawks and the number 2-seeded Newmarket High School Lady Mules. My name is Kevin Trask. Alongside with me this afternoon, as always, is Butch Ladd. Producing today's contest is Sam Matthews, and on the cameras for the NSN crew today, Merrill Sampson, as well as Ian Touchette. Once again, we are in the midst of the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. I know for sure this ball game is on right now at that establishment. I hope everybody up there is enjoying the warmth and enjoying some food, some beverages, however those beverages may be prepared for you. But you are going to be witnessing a good one here this afternoon. Once again, we want to thank Dave Santa Maria and everybody at the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill for their pregame show sponsorship for this afternoon's game. Butch, the 2-6 matchup. These two teams have played already once this year, very early in the season. Newmarket came away with a 2-1 victory on their home field. Obviously, a lot more at stake this time, playoff time.
Well, there is, Kevin, and not only that, this Colebrook Mohawks team is a much different team than they were the first 5 games of the year. They're playing very good soccer right now, playing it at the time of the year you want them to play it. And, they won that game the other day without, the big gun, Byron, even being involved in the scoring. So I look for them to come out ready to go, much like they have the last 6 or 8 games. But this Newmarket team, make no mistake, you're number 2 for a reason, and they're a very good soccer team. And while you're talking, Kevin, I want to give another shout-out. We got a ton of people watching this game at the Colebrook Elementary School.
Very
Superintendent
nice.
Bruce Beasley. They've got the game on up there, having pizza and stuff for the kids. So it's a shout-out to everybody up there in the cafeteria. We want to hear you guys down here making noise this afternoon.
Yeah, this is a beautiful facility, Bank of New Hampshire Stadium here on the campus of Laconia High School. We're on Jim Fitzgerald Field, and once again, we are in the midst of the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. And we are going to be getting you some good soccer here this afternoon on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network. Once again, today's game is being brought to you by Littleton Chevrolet Buick and Crosstown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, our title sponsors for this afternoon's Northern New Hampshire athletic coverage. Today's game is also being brought to you by our pregame sponsor, the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill. Today's game is also being brought to you by our Keys to the Game halftime and postgame sponsor, the NHIAA. Today's game is also being brought to you by our replay sponsor, the CM Brown Company, Big Apple Stores and Heating Oil Divisions. Today's game is also being brought to you by our NSN app sponsor, LaValle Building Supply and Anderson Windows, as well as by all of our play-by-play sponsors, the Indian Stream Health Center, the Child Advocacy Center of Coos County, Capital Well, TransCanada Corporation, White Mountains Community College, Berlin City Chevrolet GMC Buick, W.W. Berry Transportation, Colebrook Academy Booster Club, La Pearls IGA, Strike Zone Pizza Pub, Crossbow Electric, Jenny Keyser, Susan Carlson, Remax Northern Edge Realty, Realtor Joey Sweat, GOM Stevens & Son Corporation, Company, Edwards Electric, Golden Locks, Landvest in West Stewartstown, Talmadge Plumbing and Heating, Log Haven Campground, BR Concrete, the Colebrook Copy Center, the News and Sentinel, the Northwoods Weekly, and our very own NSN DVD store. On that note, Butch and I are going to take a second and hear a couple of words from a few of those community-minded sponsors, and when we return, we're going to have more of the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show, including the NHIAA Keys to the Game right here on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network.
We're here to prove that ziplining is a lot like buying a car at the Auto Saver Group.
It's a fun, exciting, and enjoyable experience.
Just like these guys, we do all the work for you. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
By harnessing the buying power of the Auto Saver Group.
Get down to one of our 11 Auto Saver Group dealerships and we'll hook you up with a new or used vehicle that's right for you. Get the big deal.
And the best prices, period. It's so easy, it's a zip!
The Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill in Canaan, Vermont is a proud supporter of all area athletics. Open 7 days a week. Whether you want to come and enjoy a nice quiet meal or come and watch all of your favorite sporting events on their brand new flat screen HD TVs, the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill is your place to be. It's also a great place for weddings and banquets. The Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill, 802-266-3988.
At C.N. Brown, we care about our customers, and we care about keeping them warm. We know how long and cold winters can be in northern New England, so we allow 30 days to pay and offer discounts to senior citizens, as well as welcoming LIHEAP customers. We offer propane service in Colebrook, Lancaster, and Berlin, as well as wood pellet service in Colebrook and Lancaster. And we encourage auto delivery. Visit our website, cnbrown.com, to find the location that services you. Start enjoying savings and service from the people who care about keeping you warm.
Have a sports injury? Need a physical or immunizations before you can participate? Indian Stream Health Center can provide you with these services and others, including pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health, oral health, and many more. Our healthcare teams are here to help you perform at your best and are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. With offices in Colebrook, New Hampshire, and Canaan, Vermont, we are ready to serve you. Call for an appointment today, 603-237-8336. Now accepting new patients.
Founded in 2009, the Child Advocacy Center of Coos County is a member of the Granite State Children's Alliance, New Hampshire's state chapter of the National Children's Alliance, and is supported by caring people across New Hampshire's North Country. By bringing together law enforcement, county attorneys, state protective services, victims advocates, and health professionals, CAC provides safe, child-friendly locations to help aid the children through their recovery. If you have any questions about child abuse prevention in Coos County, visit www.cac-nh.org/Coos.
Look, or can you? See, clear doesn't always mean clean. If you could actually see what's in your clear glass of drinking water, it might look like this. Do you know what's in your water? Capital Well Clean Water Center installs convenient and affordable solutions to safe, pure water. Evolve Series water treatment systems. Take back the tap with Capital Well Clean Water Center, Dunbarton and Lancaster.
I work at New England's largest wind farm, and I help provide hydroelectric power to the Northeast.
And I'm proud that in the aftermath of Superstorm Sandy, we provided half of the city's power. And we're all proud to work for TransCanada.
TransCanada has invested billions in emissionless energy sources, from wind and solar to hydro and nuclear. Recognized 13 straight years on Dow Jones Sustainability World Index. TransCanada, America's trusted energy partner.
WMCC is a great place to be.
Everyone here makes learning fun. It's such a friendly environment.
In high school, I was the type of person to keep to myself. Here at WMCC, I spent a lot of my time getting involved in everything that they have to offer.
Life is a learning experience, and what better place to learn than here?
My education at WMCC was affordable, credible, and incredible. I couldn't think of another place that I'd want to be.
I've found myself here, and so can you.
That's the final pre-discounted price.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You know, so we don't have to go back and forth.
No haggle, no hassle, pre-discounted pricing. Only at Berlin City.
Since 1972, WW Berry has been providing dependable bus and shuttle services for the people of northern New Hampshire and Vermont. Located on Route 3 in Lancaster, New Hampshire, the dependable people at WW Berry are happy to service any of your transportation needs. With 65 buses in their fleet, they can provide bus services and shuttling for athletics, organization trips, and many other events. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Give WW Berry a call at 603-636-6100.
The Colebrook Academy Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Colebrook Academy athletics. We're proud to support our student athletes that not only make us proud on the court or on the field, but also in the classroom. They represent themselves, their families, and the communities very well, exemplifying all that's best about Colebrook schools. We here at the Colebrook Academy Booster Club wish all of our Colebrook Academy athletic teams the best of luck.
I pledge to help my community.
I pledge to lead by example.
I pledge to be a great role model.
This year we learned about the Life of an Athlete program. We learned some very important information about how our lifestyle choices have a major impact on our athletic performance. We thought it was so valuable and important that we want to share it with you.
One of the major things
as a trusted choice agent.
I pledge to help my community.
I pledge to lead by example.
I pledge to be a great role model.
This year we learned about the Life of an Athlete program. We learned some very important information about how our lifestyle choices have a major impact on our athletic performance. We thought it was so valuable and important that we want to share it with you.
One of the major things we learned is that one night of drinking can take away 14 days of training. That means that getting drunk once can waste 2 weeks of training. We train too hard for it to be wasted like that.
We also learned that if you don't sleep enough, you won't be able to perform as well as you could. And performing your best is the most important thing for the team and sport you play.
If you're a part of any team or club, we need to remember to stay away from drugs and alcohol. We also need to remember to eat right and rest our brain by getting 8 hours of sleep every single night.
Many of us made pledges, some of which you've seen, some you're going to see. It is all important so you can do the best in the field.
Everybody to Bank of New Hampshire Stadium here on Jim Fitzgerald Field on the campus of Laconia High School. Once again, we're in the midst of the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Hope everybody at that establishment is enjoying the broadcast right now, as we're going to have a good one for you here this afternoon from this beautiful facility in Laconia, New Hampshire. Obviously, both teams getting ready right now as we speak. We're going to jump into the NHIAA Keys to the Game portion of our pregame show. In 2015, more than 45,500 of New Hampshire's high school students participated in interscholastic athletics. Through these opportunities, our youth strive to be champions and learn important lessons about teamwork, fair play, and maintaining good physical health. First, for the visitors, and wearing the green here this afternoon, coming into today's game, ranked number 6, obviously, in Division 4. They got here via a first-round victory against Pittsfield and then followed that up against rival Gorham on Sunday with a 2-0 victory on the road to get here to the semifinal round. Their keys to the game goes as follows. Number 1, Butch, they need to start fast, furious, and focused. Everyone needs to step up and do their job here this afternoon. As you mentioned, ever since about the midway point of this regular season, this team has been playing very, very well, and a major, major component to playing well is the fact that they come out ready, they come out attacking, and they come out focused. So that's not going to change here this afternoon. Number 2, they need to maintain possession of the ball, and they also need to fight and battle for possession of the ball. They need to utilize their passing game and go. They've got a lot of speed up front, but maintain maintaining possession on this turf field is a very, very big key for this Colebrook Academy squad here this afternoon. And last and certainly not least, they need to finish on their opportunities. In playoff soccer, at this stage, in the Final Four and on, Butch, obviously your opportunities are limited. You see a lot of low-scoring games. When you get your opportunities, you need to be able to knock it home and put the ball in the back of the net. So those are the keys to the game for head coach Katie Parker and her 6th-ranked Colebrook Academy Mohawks. As for the 2nd-ranked Newmarket High School Mules, Butch, you've got the keys to the game for them.
I do. Number one, I got a chance to talk to Coach Andrew Dawson, and his first key is patience. You know, you're in a big game right here. A lot of people, they try to do too much too quick. You know, basically do your job, have patience, and, you know, things are going to work out. That's when you make mistakes. So they need to be calm, and, you know, things will be okay. Find the rhythm early. Again, a little bit tough, a big field down here today. It doesn't look like the rain bothered it at all. But obviously the quicker you can find your rhythm and get those passes to connect and find the open spaces, if you do that, and your transition game, get that rhythm going as well, good things will happen here for the Newmarket Mules. And also be clinical in front of the goal. You know, they do a lot of things in the offensive end. This is a team that plays not just the 4 months that the high school soccer season is. A lot of these kids play during the summer as well. And they have a lot of things that they have set up. They want to do those things, and if they do, they feel that they're going to be able to find the back of the net, and if they can, the good chance they're going to be playing on Sunday.
Well, thank you very much, Butch, for that. Obviously, as I mentioned, Newmarket came into today's game ranked number 2. They had a first-round bye and then advanced via a 2-0 victory against Epping in the quarterfinal round. That's going to wrap up the NHIAA Keys to the Game segment of our pregame show. Ethics, integrity, work ethic, and respect are values important in our daily lives. In high school sports, they are translated into one word, sportsmanship. The NHIAA believes sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic athletics. We're going to take another break and hear some more words from our community-minded sponsors, and when we return, we're going to have more of the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show right here on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network.
As a trusted choice agent, George M. Stevens Insurance is part of our community. We provide multiple options for your insurance and serve as your advocate when you have a claim.
George M. Stevens Insurance is your trusted choice agency for the North Country. With offices in Lancaster, Littleton, Lisbon, and Colebrook, we can handle all of your personal and business insurance needs for New Hampshire and Vermont. Since we represent many insurance companies, we're in the unique position of being able to find you the absolute best price and product for your individual needs.
Edwards' Electric in Colebrook, New Hampshire is your local northern New Hampshire residential electric contractor. With over 40 years of experience, owner Burke Edwards and his crew provide their customers with the best electrical work in the North Country and never leave a site without a job mastered. Give Edwards' Electric in Colebrook, New Hampshire a call at 603-237-4956. From everyone at Edwards' Electric, best of luck to all the Colebrook Academy athletic teams. Golden Locks on Main Street in Colebrook is a proud supporter of all Colebrook Academy athletics. As a full-service hair salon, Sally Belknap Byron and Sylvie Smith provide you with all your hair care, while Sue Inkel provides you with all the nail and skin care you need. Throw in a tanning session and Golden Locks completes your top-of-the-notch beauty salon experience. Open Tuesday through Friday 8 to 6, Saturday 7 till noon. Golden Locks, 603-237-8033.
Since 1968, LandVest's licensed professional foresters have been providing local land management and forestry services. Are you thinking of having your woodlot harvested? Our foresters can assist and guide you through the entire process and work with qualified logging contractors to achieve your goals. LandVest understands that the needs of each client are as unique as the property they own. Whether your property is large or small, we're here to answer your land management questions. Call the local LandVest office in West Stewartstown to discuss your property needs today at 603-246-8800. That's LandVest, 603-246-8800.
Talmadge Plumbing and Heating is one of the leading plumbing companies in New Hampshire and Vermont. Located in Stewartstown, New Hampshire, the team at Talmadge Plumbing and Heating value quality work and prompt professional service above all else. When you need plumbing work done properly, whether it's as simple as a clogged pipe or as complicated as a sewer repair, Talmadge Plumbing and Heating is who you need. Give them a call at 603-246-7173 today. The Log Haven Restaurant and Lounge is open year-round to provide our guests a variety of home-cooked meals, daily specials, and a new menu. Our campground is surrounded by the most beautiful scenery in the North Country, and we have direct trail access to 1,000 miles of ATV trails and over 2,000 miles of snowmobile trails. Also, come and check out our all-new paint bar on Sundays and Tuesdays every other week. You can go to our website to sign up and enjoy all the fun. Don't forget our Great Northwoods Snowmobile Buffet every Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., weather permitting, and our Sunday Brunch Buffet, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Do drop in. We'll leave the grill on. VR Concrete has been a locally owned and operated business for over 20 years. Located in Columbia, New Hampshire, VR Concrete specializes in heavy, industrial, civil, and commercial concrete. Working throughout New England, the folks at VRC are able to provide the manpower and know-how to deliver your project in a timely manner. Contact them today at 603-237-5000 or visit their website at vrconcrete.com. VR Concrete is a proud sponsor of Colebrook Academy Sports. The Colebrook Copy Center on Bridge Street in Colebrook, New Hampshire is your North Country's full-service copy center. From back services to photo restoration, enlargements, reductions, laminations, and bindings, the Colebrook Copy Center can help you with all of your design services. Come on down and visit Darlene and everyone at the Colebrook Copy Center or give them a call at 603-237-0999. Best of luck to all the area's athletic teams.
Everything you need to stay informed about community events, town and school governments, the local business scene, student activities, and high school sports can be found in the pages of the News and Sentinel, the North Country's trusted hometown paper since 1870. Their dedicated staff provides the area with comprehensive news coverage and door-to-door advertising service, giving their all to produce a great paper week in and week out. To start a subscription or promote your business, stop by their office at 6 Bridge Street in downtown Colebrook, New Hampshire. Give them a call at 603-237-5501 or visit them online, colebrooknewsandsentinel.com. To find your community news from all around your area, check out the Northwoods Weekly, arriving every Friday in every mailbox from Whitefield north to Pittsburgh and from Errol west to Island Pond. The free Northwoods Weekly can also be found on newsstands in Littleton, Berlin, and Gorham, and online at northwoodsweekly.com. Schools, clubs, and community groups are always welcome to submit news articles and photos to promote their events and activities. Businesses can market their products and services in 15,000 papers by calling the Northwoods Weekly's friendly staff, ready to assist you at 603-237-5501.
That's the final pre-discounted price.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You know, so we don't have to go back and forth.
No haggle, no hassle, pre-discounted pricing. Only at Berlin City.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show here on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network. Bank of New Hampshire Stadium, Jim Fitzgerald Field. We have NHIAA Division IV Girls Soccer semifinal action featuring the 6 seeds from Colebrook Academy and the 2 seeds from Newmarket High School. It's time now for the starting lineup portion of our pregame show here this afternoon. The starters goes as follows. First, for the visitors and the 6 seed from Colebrook Academy, their starters are as follows. In net and wearing number 18, Brooke Lawson. In the backfield, number 9, Michaela Weir, number 21, Missy Collins, and number 23, Chandler Cooney. Splitting roles between the backfield and the midfield this afternoon, number 2, Mackenzie Shearer. In the midfield for the Mohawks, number 4, Taylor Sawerski, number 7, Caitlin Gleason. and number 8, Michaela Fournier. And up front for the Mohawks, number 3, Michaela Byron, number 13, Jenna Gould, and number 15, Kendra Learned. As for the Lady Mules from Newmarket High School, with a number 2 ranking in the Division 4 slate here this year, their starters goes as follows. In net, and wearing number 0, Madison Foster. In the backfield, number 5, Madigan Farnese, number 9, Alyssa Cody, number 15, Ashley Bodette, and number 16, Jasmine Sensenbath. And in the midfield, number 4, Morgan Young, number 7, Allison Gallion, number 8, Alyssa Levesque, number 12, Marie Hoener. And up front, number 2, Cameron Young, and number 6, Nicole Berry. So those are the starting lineups for both squads here this afternoon. Once again, you're in the midst of the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Teams are getting introduced, meeting with the officials here this afternoon. We're going to take one final break, and when Butch and I return, we're going to wrap up this Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show and get you some playoff soccer right here on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network.
Hey, Abel, could I get a close shave today?
Okay, Ronnie, just like I shaved the prices at our 11 Autosaver Group dealerships?
You could say our prices are so low because our margins are razor thin.
And we make the car buying experience easy, enjoyable, and smooth.
Yep, we really do cut our prices close. I think you missed a spot, though.
The Autosaver Group, 11 locations in Vermont, New Hampshire, and upstate New York.
We're home of the big deal.
And the best prices, period.
Big Apple is the best place in northern New England to gas up and score wicked good deals on coffee, snacks, energy drinks, and more. Did you know you can purchase a CN Brown gift card at your local Big Apple as well? This makes a wicked good gift during the holidays, birthdays, the list goes on and on. Stop by your Big Apple and find a deal today.
Founded in 2009, the Child Advocacy Center of Coos County is a member of the Granite State Children's Alliance, New Hampshire's state chapter of the National Children's Alliance, and is supported by caring people across New Hampshire's North Country. By bringing together law enforcement, county attorneys, state protective services, victims advocates, and health professionals, CAC provides safe, child-friendly locations to help aid the children through their recovery. If you have any questions about child abuse prevention in Coos County, visit www.cac-nh.org/Coos. Edwards' Electric in Colebrook, New Hampshire is your local northern New Hampshire residential electric contractor. With over 40 years of experience, owner Burke Edwards and his crew provide their customers with the best electrical work in the North Country and never leave a site without a job mastered. Give Edwards' Electric in Colebrook, New Hampshire a call at 603-237-4956. From everyone at Edwards' Electric, best of luck to all the Colebrook Academy athletic teams. The Colebrook Copy Center on Bridge Street in Colebrook, New Hampshire is your North Country's full-service copy center. From back services to photo restoration, enlargements, reductions, laminations, and bindings, the Colebrook Copy Center can help you with all of your design services. Come on down and visit Darlene and everyone at the Colebrook Copy Center or give them a call at 603-237-0999. Best of luck to all the area's athletic teams.
That's the final pre-discounted price.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You know, so we don't have to go back and forth.
No haggle, no hassle, pre-discounted pricing. Only at Berlin City.
Watching your favorite team just got easier. All of the great NSN content, including live video streams, just a click away when you download the new NSN app, powered by LaValley's Home Center and Anderson Windows and Doors.
When you're replacing windows in your home, Anderson 400 series windows give you more selection, more performance, more confidence, all from the most trusted name in windows. It's no wonder they're in more homes than any other window. Anderson 400 series windows and doors. We make replacement solutions happen.
The NSN app, powered by LaValley's Home Center and Anderson Windows and Doors, is available for iPhone, iPad, and Android devices. Search Northeast Sports Network in the App Store or Google Play and start enjoying NSN at the touch of a button from anywhere. The Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill in Canaan, Vermont is a proud supporter of all area athletics. Open 7 days a week. Whether you want to come and enjoy a nice quiet meal or come and watch all of your favorite sporting events on their brand new flat screen HD TV, the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill is your place to be. It's also a great place for weddings and banquets. The Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill, 802-266-3988.
The New Hampshire Interscholastic Athletic Association presents the Life of an Athlete program. Life of an Athlete focuses on the choices our New Hampshire student athletes make on and off the field.
My name is Corey Hassan, former professional basketball player and current basketball trainer and coach, and I believe in the importance of steering clear from all tobacco products.
My name is Kevin Nolan from Nashua, New Hampshire, play for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, and I believe in the importance of not using chewing tobacco.
Learn more at loanh.org.
We're going to the top of the mountain to look over all 12 Autosaver Group dealerships. Abel, there's Newport Chevrolet.
And Bennington Subaru.
There's Autosaver Ford in Comstock, New York.
There's Littleton Chevrolet.
There's Springfield Buick GMC's new building.
And Crosstown Motors with their new Fiat.
And Quality Mitsubishi.
Capital City Buick GMC. And Kia. And North Point in Derby, Vermont.
We're home of the big deal.
And the best prices, period.
Look, they named a house after you.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Northland Restaurant, Timeout Tavern, Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Lineups have been introduced down on the field. Everybody has met and discussed the rules and regulations here on this fantastic facility here at Bank of New Hampshire Stadium on Jim Fitzgerald Field. National anthem is completed, and these two teams are just about ready to rock and roll here this afternoon. All of the replays today are going to be brought to you by the CM Brown Company, providing the best heating oil services throughout New England for over 69 years. Our 76 Big Apple stores and 26 heating oil offices throughout Maine and New Hampshire proudly support the coverage of Northern New Hampshire athletics on NSN. As you heard earlier in this Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show, we had a slew of sponsors here for this afternoon's game, one of them being RE/MAX Northern Edge Realty and Realtor Joey Sweat. Joey would like to wish Michaela Fornia and all of the Lady Mohawks best of luck today. A New Hampshire and Vermont realtor. Check out all of Joey's listings at his website, www.joeysweat.com. We also want to take this time to thank Strike Zone Pizza Pub. The Strike Zone Pizza Pub is your place for family fun. It is located at 19 Park Street and is owned and operated by Steve and Corrine Douse. It is open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m., and Sunday, 12 o'clock noon to 7 p.m. Strike Zone offers pizza, subs, and salads, voted number 3 in the state of New Hampshire for its pizza. Strike Zone offers men's, women's, and couples candlepin bowling leagues as well, and you can also hold birthday parties there too. That's the Strike Zone Pizza Pub in Colebrook. You can reach Strike Zone by calling 603-237-4836. Go Mohawks! That's going to conclude our Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Once again, we want to thank Dave Santa Maria and company up there in Canaan, Vermont for their sponsorship of the pregame show here this afternoon. We are ready to play some soccer, Butch. Semifinal action right here on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network.
Hey, and Kevin, these two teams are about as even as they get. This is what you want, a semifinal contest. Newmarket's only 2 losses were to the team that's playing right after this game, Sunapee. You know, the last one a 3-2 loss. So they're playing some great soccer. Mohawks on a roll as well. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, Butch, and we mentioned earlier in the Northland Restaurant Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill pregame show, these two teams faced off earlier in the season. That was back on September 10th, and Newmarket came away with a 2-1 victory on their home field. You mentioned it as well, Butch. This Mohawks team is totally different. Something happened right around the midway point where they just turned it around. They were, I believe, at one point 3-3-1, Butch. At one point they were 3-3-1 at one point. point, and right after that point, they went off with 7 victories in a row and won 8 out of their last 9. Obviously, 10 out of their last 11 if you include the playoffs. So the Mohawks clicking on all cylinders, just like this Newmarket team is this year.
Well, and they've changed their the Mohawks were more of a boom and kick, you know what I mean? And now, you know, and I think we saw that last game they played against Gorham especially, and Pittsfield, more of a passing game. And if you're going to play down on the big field like this, that's what you got to do.
You know, you're most certainly right. And then, you know, you take a look at a couple of their common opponents here this year. Woodsville was a common opponent. Newmarket beat Woodsville 4-1. Colebrook beat them 4-0. Obviously, Pittsfield was a common opponent. Pittsfield was who the Mohawks took down in the first round. The Mohawks won that game 7-0. Newmarket won their matchup with Pittsfield this year 8-1. So very similar score there too. And then another common opponent was that Sunapee team that you talked about, Butch. Those were the 2 losses of the year for Newmarket. Newmarket lost to Sunapee 1-0 and 3-2. The Mohawks lost to Sunapee 7-1. But that's when goalie Brooke Lawson was not available, and as you said, that's when the Mohawks were at the beginning of the year. They just weren't clicking on all cylinders like they are now.
Well, let me just add, Brooke Lawson wasn't available, and when we say that about kids, everybody thinks, you know, discipline. She spent the summer in basic training for the United States Army, so
exactly.
She had to sit some games out. So, you know, it ended out once she came back. She's solid back, as well as Foster at the other end of the field.
Things started to change, as I mentioned, right around that 3-3-1 record mark for this Mohawk team, and they have continued to roll into these playoffs. They split with Gorham during the regular season, Butch, and they ended up beating Gorham in the second round, in the quarterfinal round, pretty much hands down. It was a 2-0 final, but I watched that game right here on the Northeast Sports Network. You were covering it with Dan Mackin, and even though the score was only 2-0, the Lady Mohawks basically dominated the play the entire 80 minutes of the game.
Oh, they did. And, you know, and when I was talking to Coach Dawson, one of the things he talked about, he said this is their best regular season. They had a more competitive schedule, and he felt that paid off for his team this year, because they were very consistent from game to game.
You obviously are a fantastic team if your only 2 losses are to the #1 seed, who is undefeated on the season. And obviously you lost to them by 1 goal each time. You've obviously got things going the right way if you're Coach Dawson and his Newmarket Lady Mules squad.
And just a couple players for anybody that's watching the game up north this afternoon for Newmarket. Marie Honer and Allie Gallion, they're the playmakers in the middle for Newmarket. We're going to see a lot of them, as well as in the back, Madigan Farnese and Alyssa Cody. They've done a very good job back there. So those are just 4 of the players for Newmarket that we're going to be saying their name a lot today.
Check out the Littleton Chevrolet Facebook page. Littleton Chevrolet always has great giveaways throughout the year. Stay tuned. Like us for your chance to win on any of these great giveaways from Littleton Chevrolet Buick in Littleton, New Hampshire, one of our 2 title sponsors for this afternoon's Northern New Hampshire athletic coverage. Butch and I will also be on hand for the second part of the doubleheader here this afternoon, which will feature the #1 ranked Sunapee and the #4 ranked Profile Patriots. Here comes Newmarket on the attack. Great job by Brooke Lawson to get off the line and get out there and break that play up before Newmarket had any opportunity to put a shot on net.
You know, miss kick on that Colebrook defense right there. Missy Collins kind of lost the handle trying to kick it out and brought it back towards the middle, but Lawson was very aggressive coming out of the net.
Take a look at it, Butch, right here on the CN Brown Company instant replay. There's the miss kick that you talk about, and here comes Brooke Lawson immediately getting off the line and making the play on the ball. Fantastic camera work by Ian Touchette as well as Merrill Sampson. Great production job so far here from our engineer for this afternoon's contest, Sam Matthews. And once again, all of today's replays are being brought to you by the CN Brown Company. Get the energy savings and value you deserve. Switch to CN Brown Company. Support this company that supports your team. Visit us at cnbrown.com to learn more. Here come the Mohawks on an attack. That's going to be Learned taking a shot from deep, but easily making the save in net is Madison Foster.
And I actually think she was trying to hook that over to the right of the net. She had Gould and Byron on that post on the other side and just couldn't quite get it over there. Takes a little bit, especially this Mohawk team. I don't know if Newmarket did. You know, Colebrook obviously didn't play on turf this year. I know Profile practiced on turf this week. They went down to Holderness School on Monday, so they've been able to kind of, you know, just kind of get the feel of it. Sunapee, you know, I don't know about them.
Here comes Sawarski on the attack with some room. She's obviously got some speed in the middle of the field. She's the player that sets things up for the front line for this Mohawk team. She went down. Hopefully she's okay. She's trying to limp it off. But here comes Newmarket on the attack right back towards the Mohawks. They find an empty space on the far side. Missy Collins isn't able to get there. Here comes Cameron Young. She gets it into the middle. Finally deflected out by Shearer. A shot on net and saved in net by Brooke Lawson. That shot coming from Allie Gallion from deep just outside the 18-yard box. A nice save by Brooke Lawson to keep things going.
And you notice right there that Newmarket's, they're passing the ball to the space. You know, they're not you know, trying to wait for the player. And the Mohawks are kind of sitting back a little bit.
Taylor Sawarski again trying to send it Kendra Learned's way. She gets right back into the play. That's Gould getting it back outside to Learned. Learned puts a cross on with her left foot, deflected back out, and finally cleared out by the Newmarket defense. Michaela Weir tries to chip it back over to Caitlin Gleason on the opposite side. Gleason battling out with Morgan Young.
Gleason's a player for the Mohawks, Kevin. She's going to have to be a big factor today. She covers a lot of the field very quick and also has a good shot, not afraid to play physical, and she's going to have to become involved in a hurry.
That she is, Butch. That she is. You couldn't have said that any better. As I said, we are in the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network.
Hey, and once again, in case they didn't hear when we were doing the warm-ups, shout out to the Colebrook Elementary School. Superintendent Bruce Beasley come up, paid a visit. We got a bunch of kids in there watching the game today, and we want to give a shout out. Hopefully you're having fun. Make some noise up there, you guys.
That's good stuff. That's real good stuff. Everybody's being involved up there, and we hope that you enjoy the broadcast to the fullest. Up there this afternoon on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network. Here come the Mohawks again. That's Sawarski trying to send Michaela Byron before it's kicked out of bounds. Missy Collins with the throw-in on the far side tries to find Michaela Byron again, known for her goal scoring here for this Mohawk offense. This is a big, big field for this Mohawk squad. They've played on a lot of small fields, including on the quarterfinal round. The field they played in the quarterfinal round was smaller and up and downhill. Here comes Sawarski. Sawarski gets through. She has a little bit of space. Goes with the left foot. It goes over off of the crossbar, and the Mohawks nearly strike first off of the shot from Taylor Sawarski. The save in net made by Madison Foster to keep this 0-0. Wow. Inches away from being 1-0, folks. Here, take a look at it on the CN Brown Company instant replay. Here's where she breaks away. Sawarski puts it on with the left foot. The deflection goes right off the crossbar. No green shirts there, Butch, for the follow-up.
And, you know, one of the things, Sunday's game, talking to assistant coach Buddy Trask, that at the half, you know, they had a talk with Sawarski and told her, pick up the pace. You got to do something. You got to make things happen. Well, there's no doubt that's what happened the second half. She scored a goal, the insurance goal, and today it's been all Sawarski.
She came out firing for this Mohawk offense, that is for sure. Lots of great service specials going on right now at Crosstown Motors in Littleton, New Hampshire this November. Service special is really big. Save big and get a New Hampshire State inspection for just $25. Many great service specials are going on this November at Crosstown Motors on Meadow Street in Littleton. 1-888-600-4198 or book your service appointment online anytime at crosstownmotors.net. So we are 10 minutes in, 30 minutes remaining, as you can see on our NSN scoreboard. And here come the Mohawks again. That's going to be LaPearl. LaPearl on the left wing. Adrian LaPearl tries a cutback move to her right foot. Well defended again, but Learned is there. She's going to drop it back. Sawarski puts a shot on, but it's deflected out by the Newmarket defense and finally cleared out. If there's a team that's so far putting a pressure on another team right now, Butch, it's the Mohawks on these Lady Mules in the early going.
And LaPearl, big game, that's quarterfinal game. She had an assist on the first goal by Kuiper, and she had some very big minutes for the Mohawks, and she's already involved today.
Good stuff by the youngster up front. Newmarket defense continues to stay strong. They clear it to the opposite side. Lights are on. It's a rainy afternoon here in Laconia. It poured all day long in the North Country. I don't feel that was the same instance down here. Conditions were much better once I got through the notch and traveling down here. It probably rained a little bit, but not to the extent that it did up north. And obviously playing on this artificial surface, Butch, it makes it a lot better to be able to play in conditions like this.
Look at that move right there.
LaPearl with another move down the left wing before it's kicked out of bounds.
Oh, I think you're right, Kevin, because I was watching when the girls took the field. And, you know, you didn't see on a regular grass field, you'd see water coming up when they were trying to walk out there with their cleats. It was just as if nothing. Everything was, you know, this field was ready to go. And you haven't seen any players slipping, sliding, that type of thing.
We would like to take this time to thank Jenny Keyser for her support of today's broadcast. Jenny wishes the Mohawks the best of luck in their playoff run, and obviously this afternoon down here in Laconia. So thank you very much for Jenny Keyser and her support in tonight's broadcast. One of the many community-minded supporters of this game today that you heard during the pregame show. Here comes the Mohawks again. Ooh, a little bit of, I believe, obstruction, Butch, in my opinion, by the defender on the far side. I believe that it was Alyssa Cody, as Michaela Byron was trying diligently to get through to that ball, because obviously Madison Foster in net was unable to come out of the net outside the 18-yard box to get a hand on it.
Now, and we get veteran officials today. Chad Davis, who did the first semifinal on Monday night, he's the head official today, and on the lines we got Gary Noyce and Bob Nelson. So we've got a very good officiating crew, and I'm sure that both of these teams have seen at least 2 out of the 3 of these officials.
Ooh, risky play by Adrienne LaPearl as she tried to center that while clearing. That's a rule of thumb, Butch, an unwritten rule in soccer. When you're defensively, you never try to clear it back into the middle of the field. Fortunately for the Mohawks, it didn't hurt them in that situation.
Yeah, that's probably the worst place you want to.
Crossbow Electric LLC is owned by Matt Ducre. He is located on 89 East Colebrook Road in Colebrook, New Hampshire. You can reach Matt at 603-237-4542 or email him at mducre78@gmail.com. Crossbow Electric LLC, targeting all of your electrical needs. Go Mohawks from everyone at Crossbow Electric LLC, one of our many community-minded sponsors here for this afternoon's coverage on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network. 26-28 remaining here in the first half. As we take a look at that last play that we were talking about, Butch, on the CM Brown Company instant replay, where Michaela Byron was trying to get through Alyssa Cody there to get to the ball, just couldn't get there before Foster was able to get out there and gather it up. Newmarket trying to get something going offensively. The Mohawks, to this point, have basically held the advantage in terms of ball possession. But regardless, the only stat that matters is the 0 still on the clock. A whistle near the midfield line, and Newmarket will have a set piece. Taking it will be Marie Hoerner. She's going to send it right over to her teammate Allison Gallion. Gallion with some room. Cutback move on Sawarski. Gets it back to Hoerner. Hoerner is going to line it up. Takes a right-footed shot, but right at Brooke Lawson, and she comes up with another save. That was a nice-looking shot from deep, Butch, right there by Hoerner. And the Mohawks, Brooke Lawson, luckily for her, she was right and well positioned, as we can see right here on the CM Brown Company instant replay. She was well positioned on that. That was a rocket from deep.
And she kind of had happy feet. Brooke was kind of juggling the feet a little bit because not knowing what that ball was going to do, but it never dipped. It didn't turn. It was right on. One good thing that's going on right now, Kevin, there's no wind. And we've had that for a week, as you well know.
Yeah.
You know, the flag's still out there, so that's a good thing for the goalies.
I think despite the weather here today, this field's in fantastic shape.
I do too.
Teams. Here comes Byron. She puts a shot, and unfortunately, 3 points does not count in this sport as she puts it right through the uprights of the football field, right behind the uprights, right behind the net.